supertalk.fm. We are streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app. You can always find us, too, on your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station, but you're going to have to go to Cleveland to see our guest who's joining us, Miss Tricia Walker. She's a musician, singer, songwriter, producer, all-around cool person, and they've got some good things going on in Cleveland, and they've got a new talent show coming up that you're going to want to know about. So welcome, Tricia.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
It's been too long. When I reached out to Deep Roots to see who did I need to contact about this Cleveland Got Talent, and they said, Miss Tricia Walker, would you like for me to introduce you? I said, oh, no, I hadn't talked to her in a while. I know exactly how to get in touch with her. So how you been, friend?
I have been good, survived the ice apocalypse up here, and so it's a whole lot better than it was a few weeks ago, for sure.
Well, that's always a good thing. Okay, what y'all got cooking? Cleveland's Got Talent. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, we hope so. I manage the local music initiative called Deep Roots, which is a live music 5 nights a week initiative, and we've got a great roster of local talent, and of course, that are all adults and seasoned professionals, but we wanted to try to kind of widen the net a little bit and see if we could dig some younger talent out of the community and put it in the form of a talent show. So, between America's Got Talent and the old Apollo, amateur night at the Apollo back in the day, we're trying to put together a talent show, a youth talent show for Bolivar County residents. Now, if it goes well, we'll try to expand a little bit. We figure we'd start local, keep it local, and see if we could spotlight some of the young talent in the community.
So what kind of talent are we talking about? Singing, musician, dancing, or is it just what are we talking about?
Well, again, this first time out, to try to keep it kind of manageable, singers, instrumentalists, if you have a band or a vocal ensemble, hip-hop artists, and spoken word.
So anything you can kind of do on a stage with a mic, besides, I guess, comedy or some of the others that would hit the bill. So how do you sign up? Tricia, how do you, I guess, audition, or do you sign up? How does that work?
Yeah, what we're doing, we're taking online auditions. And again, this first time out, it's for Bolivar County residents. But all that information can be found on our website, which is deltadeeproots.com. And there's a link there for the talent show. And you have to fill out some online applications, upload a short YouTube clip of yourself performing, and your age. We're going to divide this up into 3 age categories between 7 and 17. We'll have 7 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 to 17. And so you upload a link, an unlisted link that we can take a look at on YouTube just to kind of know where to place you. And then, if you're selected, we plan on having a live show on Saturday, March the 2nd at the historic Ellis Theater here in downtown Cleveland. That's part of the Delta Arts Alliance. And we'll have a live show and award some prizes. And if it goes well, we'll do it again later in the year.
So who has the hard task of judging, Tricia?
Well, I reached out to my musicians on my Deep Roots roster. I put the call out to some of them, which are, again, like I said, they're seasoned professionals, and they're very community-minded. And so I've got a little volunteer list of 5 to 6 local musicians who are going to be our judges.
And then what will they win if they walk away as, well, how do you say it, Cleveland's most talented or got talent, or if they're told they got talent, hey, look, it takes great courage, and that's a talent in itself to put yourself out there and come do something like this. But ultimately, it is a contest, so there is a winner.
It is a contest. Again, our idea is to have first, second, and third place winners in each age category, and there'd be a little cash prize. There may be some recording studio time at the Delta Music Institute at Delta State University, a couple of tickets to the Grammy Museum here in Cleveland, and a little trophy, a little swag.
Which is all, and then a boost in confidence, right? It feels like this would just also be a great experience and learning opportunity for someone in Bolivar County, as you mentioned, who is just itching to maybe get on stage, sort of, get their feet wet in that, and just see what happens. You never know, right? Like it would always be a good thing to do something new.
Oh, absolutely. There's no shortage of talent. Now, it takes a lot of courage, to step up on the stage in front of an audience, but we hope we've created a really kind and gentle environment for young performers to step up and try to show us what they've got.
Well, I think y'all are doing that well because that leads into an article that's being released or has been released. Tricia, you actually sent me by Country Roads Magazine, and it headlines "A Music City in the Delta, Cleveland, Mississippi re-envisions itself as a launch pad for new artists and a hotbed of musical experiences." Is this just a happy whoopsie that they think this, or has this been very intentional from so many of you in the trenches there to create this kind of hotbed of musical experiences?
Well, it's been a long, slow growth. When I came back to Mississippi from my career in Nashville, to work at and develop the Delta Music Institute, it's sort of that long-term, it was a long-term goal of mine to just bring back everything I had learned in Nashville, try to teach it to young people, try to teach them not only some of the creative part, but certainly some of the business part of it. And with the shift in technology, now that we're in the digital age as of 30 years or so ago more, to try to help young people understand that they can actually stay where they are and begin to develop a music or an entertainment career. I had to leave, 40-something years ago because the technology wasn't there to connect us all digitally. But now, in Cleveland is such a sweet community, very supportive. Cost of living is good here. You've got professional studios over at Delta State. You've got seasoned veterans in the area that have been in the music business that are more than happy to mentor younger people, and it just makes for a great environment. And Country Roads, which is a great magazine, this was in their music issue. They do a music issue every year, and Sean Johnson, our tourism director, really helped connect the dots on that, and I met with one of their writers, and she just did a great job. And finally, somebody used the term "Music City in the Delta," and I'm gonna stretch it a little more and say that we're really trying to position Cleveland to be Mississippi's music city because of Grammy Museum is here, Delta Music Institute is here. We've got great live music. We're right in the heart of the Delta, the heart of where it all began, and it just, it was kind of a lagniappe thing, a real timely article that came out. We're really grateful for it.
Well, I like it. I think y'all should definitely use that and capitalize on this idea of the Music City in the Delta, because you're right. Most young artists, at least I know, they think, I'm going to pack up my bags, I'm headed to Nashville, because that's where, like most people sort of think they've got to go to take that next step, at least in a recording career in certain genres of music for sure. And to think them say, let's just go to the Delta, and then watch people from other states or other parts of the country bypass Nashville and then just come on to, Delta to Cleveland. I think is a really beautiful thing. It's really cool to sort of see that starting to blossom, and that other people are putting words to it that you didn't give them to put, I think, because then they're getting it. They're getting it's working, I think, is what I'm trying to say, Tricia.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about it a little bit before, but, what makes a really vibrant music city or music town is that you've got opportunities, everything from the rookie musician who can sit in the local coffee shop and play a couple of songs, all the way up to Grammy Museum and the Bologna Performing Arts Center, which hosts professional shows and professional musicians. So you've got everything from, A to Z related to music. And if there's one thing, hopefully, we can all agree on, it's music.
And y'all also have your great festivals, as well as I'm thinking your local restaurants like Hey Joe's is coming to mind. They have open mic night, I think, or they have opportunities for maybe not the, quite there to be on a higher stage to come and get their feet wet just a little bit. And so you can see why there is something for everybody there, at least when it comes to those in the arts in Cleveland. So is there, well, you know what? I will post this article in the Good Things Facebook group if folks wants to go and be able to read the full thing that Country Roads Magazine had to say about our great Delta town, Cleveland. And if they want to, if they're in Bolivar County, because I know you keep underscoring that, Tricia, but I feel like this is going to be a hit, and then y'all are going to have this in other places. But Cleveland's got talent. Where can they go to find all that information?
Again, best place to find it is to go to our website, which is www.deltadeeproots.com, and there'll be a drop-down menu that says Talent Show, and all the Google forms and everything are all online, deltadeeproots.com.
You'll have to let us know who's the first winner. I will. That will definitely be a good thing. Well, it's always fun catching up with you, Tricia. We still have to meet someday and play chopsticks downtown in Cleveland. We have not done that yet, but I do know I promised you that, or you promised me, I can't remember, but the date is just not a date for it yet.
Well, whenever you say, I'll be here. We'll be looking for you.
I'm happy to get back to Cleveland anytime. I appreciate your time, Tricia.
All right, Rebecca, thanks for having me on today. Appreciate it.
All righty, there you go. If you're in Bolivar County and you think you got talent, then there's an opportunity for you to get on stage. She's right, it takes great courage for you to be able to do that, but how cool is it that we've got towns that are committed to growing that talent in a very specific way. So kudos to them, and kudos to their accomplishment in the Country Roads magazine being recognized for that. You can look for that in the Good Things Facebook group, but we got more